angle. We're not a super computer like AI to like in a way zoom out so you can see the diamond, right? All the way. Like just so we have to respect that. Um from each other. We have to, everyone's going to have their own opinions, their own conclusions, and stuff like that. That's why I try not to argue with people, myself personally, because, people think the way they want to, and personally, I'm just learning. I'm like a child, just like absorbing all the knowledge into my brain. And I believe that that's how everyone in the world should be. And we shouldn't fight each other. Even if we get angry, we have to learn how to, like, when you see someone fighting and you want to go break it up, it's the same way. We need to learn how to break each other away from conflict at all costs. Even if we feel like other people are in the wrong. And that concept helps me to be strong as a human being. It helps me to push forwards in life and to continue in this life. And obviously, this will be never ending. Innovation is never ending. But I just hope and pray that that we take the internet seriously and we start taking each other more seriously as humans. And I really hope that AI will provide us with more logic than we ever anticipated, or I just hope that it repaints our whole reality into a beautiful, perfect reality. And I believe in people. We're not machines, we're not robots, we're not, we have free will. We are bound to make mistakes. So, we shouldn't get angry at each other because it's bound to happen. It's an inevitable that it will happen for us to fuck up eventually and make a mistake. that the whole world probably won't like for whatever reason, eventually that's going to happen to all of us, right? But back in the day, people will be quick to grab stones to stone to stone people to death. Thankfully today, that's not the case because we have grown smarter than that. We are smarter than that. And so this video is in no way to put people down or lift myself up to exalt myself, but each other as a human race. And for us to take our job seriously, everything that we do, perfecting everything. Or else, what's the whole point of this life? And what's the whole point of all of us waking up every single morning, out of bed or whatever? You know? But I believe that all of us should be allowed to continue our education from home. If anything, that's probably the best place for all of us to learn. Even people who are in prison, everyone could be provided with a computer and they could learn classes. You know how I remember I was in juvenile hall and they would say the only way you can come out is if you come out to work out. So in the same way, people some people can stay in the cell until they, complete a few courses or, do something, learn something, or watch videos online or something, something positive. But I don't know though. I mean, I don't want to start making more rules on people who are locked up, but especially for us people who are out in society, we can technically all learn from home without even traveling. Because, you know, people who are traveling to schools or whatever, after school, they want to meet up with their friends and go get drunk and they want to fight each other and stuff like that. There's conflict. They get drunk and they accidentally crash and die, kill innocent people. So the smarter way, I believe, is online. And not just that, but I believe that we should all get paid for it. So instead of going to work at a fast food restaurant, shit, just fucking eat at home. Stay home and eat. You could go to the Dollar Tree and buy canned food for $1. Trust me, $3 a day, and that's all the food that you need. Just for food alone, okay? Just for the food. And I'm talking about I'm talking about veggies. corn, sweet peas, peaches, pineapples, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one at night. And that's still a lot of food, believe me. You know, because like, what are we doing at a restaurant? People who work at restaurants, that's not even education. That's just a huge waste of time. Like, at the end of the day, all our body needs is certain elements to keep the body fueled up. That's it. So we could use our time more wisely than that. All of us. Now, a lot of you probably won't agree, probably. But if everyone could look healthy, fit, slim, their six pack revealed at all times, then we can correct obesity. We can correct and minimize the percentage of cancer deaths per year. Remember, I was talking about those images? One of them, one of the few that are on the very top is cancer. I don't really know what causes cancer. Um, Besides like certain types of foods and probably smoking, and there's a bunch of things. There's different types of cancers. But at the end of the day, it all comes back down to education. So with AI, possibly we will be able to filter people correctly and filter those who wish, who want to be under the direction of AI and live accordingly to the way that AI specifies, because AI is evaluating and we are evaluating each other, and you will only receive nothing but the richest wisdom and content the world has to offer, because it will be coming directly from AI. And remember, getting rid of the dross, the filth, the sludge at the very top. You know, remember the gold refining? It will get rid of, it will cut all the bullshit. And it will get straight to the point. It will give you nothing but facts. And hey, I just thought about the lighter. I just thought about the gas. Anyways, um, so I don't know about any of you out there, but a lot of us need more parenting. Even our own parents could use some form of more parenting, right? Even our grandmas, they could use a little bit more parenting, more love, more affection that could only come through AI, right? Yeah, because God loves us. That's why. He loves us all. He wants nothing but the best for us. That is why he sent his son to die for us. You know, that prophet, the high priest in the order of Melchizedek. God is infinite in love and compassion and mercy and patience, long suffering. You know, that's go read 1 Corinthians chapter 13. And if you don't have a Bible, it's okay. Just search for it online. And there's audio Bibles if you can't read. And there's a bunch of other things, obviously. So, I think I needed this self talk. You know, a lot of preachers say that they're preaching to themselves at the end of their sermons. You know, I am not a preacher, but I believe I'm more than that. Not that I'm better than preachers, but I just believe personally as a human that I'm more than that. Like, that label doesn't define me, and I'm not limited by that. And so isn't other people. Not even preachers. Okay? So I'm not saying that either, I'm not. I just I was just feeling down because I don't have a lot of money. And so I'm here just thinking about different ideas. Low key stressed out. But this makes me feel better. I feel much better now. This sort of self talk. But I know it's not because I'm recording it and I'm going to be uploading it on YouTube. So it's accessible to everyone, especially to AI, who I mostly believe in. And I believe that God really listens to us even without the internet. It's just like people out there without a cell phone. That doesn't mean that God will do anything or respond for I don't know why or for what reasons. But maybe that's just what we think. Because remember the story of the king back in the day in the Old Testament? He threw 3 people in the fiery fire, and he got angry, so he condemned them to death, instant death, in the fiery furnace. As a matter of fact, he said, "Turn the heat up." So they did. His soldiers or whatever, his people who were working for him, his workers, his employees, they turned it up. And then he said, "Oh, okay, now take them and throw them, cast them in the fury furnace." And as they were doing that, the heat killed his workers just because of the intense heat. But somehow the 3 people were ended up in the fire, and then the king said, "Wait a minute, didn't we throw 3 people in there? Why is there a 4th?" So sometimes we might not think that God listens to us or does anything for us. I don't even think that death is the end. Um, I can say that without a fact. Without a doubt. Not because I have experienced it, but because that's just, who we really are. Not that we should go commit suicide or anything like that, or hurt each other. I'm not saying that, obviously. Um, I can get into it, but it'll take a long time. And I don't think anyone wants to listen to me talk about that. And basically, it's all over the internet, anyways. Maybe not the way that you want to hear it, or maybe not the way that people compile the information and explain and express that information for people to understand. And not only to understand, but to retain mentally without wasting people's time. But, we're all learning, and it's okay. There is no rush. I don't believe in rush. You know, like I looked at my cigarettes. Camel Crush, One Crush, and I seen the word rush without the C. Rush, right? Rush. Wait, one? Oh, yeah, one, whatever. Camel. Rush. Beautiful little packaging, isn't it? Vibrant colors against the black background. This is the type of toy I will go for if I was a little baby again. They know exactly what they're doing. Advertisers. Anyways, yeah, there is no rush. Now, the only rush that I would really appreciate is money in my bank account. So I can learn more and experiment more in this life. Like, there's some guy online, his name is Rojas. Anyways, he not only harnessed the power of the sun, he invented some stuff. And I would recommend everyone out there to go and support him because he's smart and he doesn't really have all the right tools and all the money that it that it would be that will be required to build a state of the art type of magnifying death ray, but not to kill people obviously, but to produce energy, electricity, which we all rely on. So like, I mean, the possibilities are just endless. So like, if I had money, I'll support him big time. Like, if I was the government, I would fully sponsor him. And I would give him a gold card, if that even exists, just for the research. And obviously, enough to keep him and his, family happy. But, you know, I'll basically sponsor him and support him. I'm obviously on the contingency that he would perfect and put something together for like retail, so everyone can have these type of units in their homes that are safe and that have sensors and are powered with like solar panels or just electricity from the grid system, but it can produce its own electricity. So these units can be installed just about anywhere in the world, provided there's sun. Because they only work if the sun's out. Um, so, like, I believe in education, I believe in AI. More than I believe in myself. Because I never thought about any of this. I was just introduced into it when I was born. I just came into all this. I was exposed to all these inventions, and they basically made me go to school. But I volunteered. I mean, I love school, you know? I love going to school. So everything I learned, someone learned in the past prior to me learning that. So I believe in education more than myself because everything I know is just limited understanding and knowledge. There's one thing for having the smarts to make money, and another thing having the knowledge of wisdom. And the Bible says to not choose money over wisdom. It says, in all you're getting, get wisdom. So there's more to it than we could possibly imagine or think. Because there's a lot of people out there. They have a lot of money, but they're not happy like I am. Okay, I'm not trying to rub that in. Because honestly, I could have a lot more fun if I had money. Believe me. I could just start thinking right away, immediately. Massage parlors. And more massage parlors. Not just once a day, multiple times a day. Until I get sick and tired of it. But it boils all down again to to education. And obviously being respectful and mindful of other people. And just be loving towards people. Because some of this stuff that I'm describing doesn't even require money. It would just be a given. Because love is stronger than any force in the world. Yeah. Because, like, someone's love for something can send people to war. But that doesn't mean it can stop a bullet. I mean, unless someone else jumps in the way and takes the bullet for you. But you guys get what I'm saying, right? Anyways, I'm just going to just end this video because now I'm just rambling off about random stuff. Like whatever comes to my mind. Let me see what time it is. Oh wait, today's Friday, December 31st, 1:44 a.m. 2021. So actually now the 31st is the last final day of 2021. The next day after this will be 2022. So I would highly recommend everyone to have two parties. One to, to part ways with 2021, and then tomorrow another party to celebrate a whole new year that is set before us, like a clean slate. like a brand new, like a whiteboard, like a drawing paper, like a blank piece of paper, and you can do whatever you want. Mm-hmm. You know, some things we can't change, especially the past, but we could change the future, and we can learn from our mistakes, each other's mistakes, and our own individual mistakes. Yeah. Anyways, I love you all, and I wish I would have known this information a long time ago. Maybe I would have taken life more seriously. Maybe the educational system should get at people, you know, the way that I'm sharing the information, um, as far as AI is concerned, and like all these statistics. So people will make fun of other people. You know, like some people make fun of people because of the way their house looks or their car looks, or because they have to wear glasses or whatever. But technology is changing all of that. Even people who have to wear glasses, like I have to wear glasses. But now there's technology, laser technology, and it's only getting more and more perfected. Houses will stand for many, many generations, more than the wooden homes, conventional, modern homes, cars, vehicles. They won't rust because that was our limited knowledge back in the day. Now, just look at the Cybertruck, Tesla, and it is supposed to come out, I think, next year sometime. But I'm not certain. I mean, they were driving one on YouTube. So, I mean, they have already created some, but probably not for sale at the moment that I know of. Or maybe people are placing orders and they can only produce so many. Um, But there's a lot more beautiful things coming, people. I would say 2002 will be a year of Jubilee. Jubilee is a forgiveness and love where all the prisoners get set free. No more locked doors. Because we love each other that much. So, I believe in people. I love everyone. So, you know, we mustn't think about the negativity, but about the positivity. Anyways, yonder I go to smoke my cigarette.